Hello everybody and welcome back to TCG Cardshop Simulator. Last time we pulled some cards, got some pretty insane-o profits. Now, this time we're gonna do some more card openings, and then to end the stream we will be opening shop. I have already priced everything and set everything up, so everything should be fine except for the cards. So, yeah. How was everybody's weekend? In chat. Because I'm streaming this live at twitch.tv/onedamngamer. Your weekend was way too long? Mine was surprisingly short. 6,400. Hold on. Had to sneeze. There we go. So, I got sick over the weekend. Nothing serious. Just a bad case of upset stomach. But it did put me on soup for a day. So, I really wasn't on computer as much as I normally am over the weekend. I am feeling much better, but I'm still kind of eating soup. So what did you guys do over the weekend? Yeah, same old routine. Well, I guess there was like one or two very brief updates. One update is that I finally got the 2,500 card achievement. I got that a little while ago, but I forgot to talk about it. And I figured since we're playing this game, it would be fine. I still haven't sold the $100,000 card. I have very much been trying hard to sell it. But it's gonna take a long time, which, go figure. Haven't gotten any of the graded card achievements yet. I'm still working on those. But pretty soon I'll be down to like one normal playthrough. I will probably pretend that I got the achievements when this shop reaches level 100, but my off-stream account is definitely going to hit level 100 because I open way more packs way quicker, and I open shop way more often. So, not to mention I just have more time in general. And the final thing that I did over the entire weekend, I was only sick for one day. 233. Nice. It's not a bad first card there. But I was playing a little bit of Power World, and I'm trying to do a special strat that will allow me to get some normally impossible passives on the legendary creatures. or at least extremely difficult to obtain passives. Basically, there's a creature you can breed that has the ability to pass on passives to the creatures you catch, or have a chance to. So I need to first breed those creatures with the correct passives. Then I need to essentially go out, capture the legendaries, and hope that they pass on some of the skills. So it's been a whole huge long process. Not to mention maxing out the ones that pass on the passives, because essentially that means they have the best chance to pass on the passives. So other than that, I've been kind of farming different things, items in the game that I need to kind of get further in. And yeah, I did all that on Friday and Saturday, on Friday, and then I got sick on Saturday. I did that on Friday and Saturday, got sick all Sunday, and here we are on Monday. That was basically my entire weekend. Since I wasn't on computer really all that much, other than like watching streams from my bed for the most of the day, I really didn't get a chance to look around. But this morning, I didn't see any new interesting dramas or information about things that I've been watching. No Pal World updates, no game updates, nothing like that. And finally, with Bollock's Pit gone, Mio taking over that slot. As soon as Final Fantasy IX concludes, which is likely to be this Wednesday, I've got less than a stream left of it, I do personally believe. So once we do that, we'll be switching to Terraria to finish off that day. And then likely doing a full stream of Terraria on Friday. And that's pretty much kind of the stream schedule going in. Let's see. So it's looking like Tuesday will be Mio, Wednesday Final Fantasy IX and whatever's left of the stream Terraria. If there's not a whole lot left, then I'll just goof off in Final Fantasy IX until the stream ends. 1,375. But if there's any time left, if there's like an hour or two, then I'll switch over to Terraria. If there's like 10-20 minutes left, I'll goof off on Final Fantasy IX. And it'll be stream exclusive, me just goofing off. Then Thursday will be UFO 50, followed by Friday Terraria full stream. Because I'd really like to actually get some progress going. Then who knows, next week I might have 2 days of Mio or 2 days of Cardshop Sim. I haven't really decided. It depends on how this card stream goes. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. The seed I got in Terraria is very, very difficult and rough. Desert on both sides, one corrupted, right next to spawn. So I need to collect. So I need to actually get through the desert. So it might just be me dying over and over and over and over and over until I finally get past it. If I don't find a suitable cave. So yeah, today's gonna be probably a lot quieter and a lot more low energy, unless the cards really start to pop off. 230. Yep. The cards have not been that terrible. I'm only on my second box, and I've already gotten over $1,000. Ah. I see. I guess I did have one, like, nice size pull off stream. Nothing like Insano style, use all my luck in one go type pull, but a decent sized pull. It was over 10K, and I did get a god pack of like $3,000 cards or something like that. But it's nowhere near as crazy as the $100,000 or $70,000 or $80,000 pull I did that one time. That also reminds me of one thing I need to show off real quick. I do believe in a update, I don't know how recent, I don't know if I just missed it, but 999 out of 1,452. So that is the method of which you can track your cards. I do believe in the past they didn't have that though. I'm fairly certain for sure. So that's kind of how I was able to keep track of how many cards I had. I realized it after I got the achievement because I looked at the card thing. So I could have been missing it all along, but I have a huge feeling, honestly, that they added it in an update, a small bug patch kind of update. So I have seen it being updated a little bit. As if they were getting ready for a big patch. Or I could have just been insane and missed it the entire time. Either or. Decent demigod pack there. Nice bit of experience. My off-stream account is in the $300,000. That's only with selling duplicates. $113. My YouTube channel is kind of popping off just a tiny bit. Ever since it decided that I'm no longer a child. Because for some reason YouTube thought I was. They're like, oh, you need to submit ID because we saw you viewing anime clips and thought you were a kid. It's like, no. In these anime clips, people's arms are being removed. This is not... Man, AI... The AI system on YouTube is kind of funny that way. I'm not bad talking YouTube, I just... They really need to improve their AI systems. Or actually use real people. So that they can actually make fair and accurate decisions. For certain things. Because I get the feeling AI doesn't understand context. That's all I'm saying. Oh. I did remember one other thing. There's been leaks about the newest Pokemon generation, Pokemon Gen 10. And everyone's all going crazy about the leaks. Spouting theories and stuff like that. They think that it's going to be revealed during the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Because in February is when Pokemon's birthday is. On Pokemon's birthday, they always do a Pokemon Direct to show off all the new Pokemon games, updates to old Pokemon games, and future projects. So everyone is absolutely convinced that Gen 10 will be revealed, which it wouldn't surprise me. And Game Freak also kind of put Pokemon in a little bit of hot water because, well, not really hot water, but kind of like showed that they aren't exactly the ones that are the problem with the Pokemon series that a lot of people have issues with. Because they released their own game that won't be coming out on Nintendo Switch. It's not published by Nintendo, and the graphics are absolutely incredible. The gameplay looks super smooth. It looks interesting, different, unique. And everyone is just like, wow, Game Freak can actually make games. Who would have thought if they actually had time, money, and resources that they could actually make something look this incredible? So a lot of people are starting to turn their heads a little bit and like, hey, Pokemon, how come Game Freak is actually really talented, and yet they're making what a lot of people call slop for your Pokemon games? How come your graphics don't look this good? And of course there's a bunch of fanboy and defenders and all that stuff yelling, it's not like that. 2024. So it's a whole thing. But I think that didn't even happen this weekend. I think it happened during the week, I think. But I forgot to talk about it. And your little poke statement is what made me remember all that stuff about Pokemon, by the way, Mom. Because I said, my mom wants to poke something. Poke. You're gonna poke 'em, Mom. So yes, I turned you into a pun. Congratulations. So I guess a little bit more did happen over the weekend than I thought. Let me see something here. Okay. Full art. All foil. Okay. So, I'm doing this because all foil cards will now be even more, all foil cards might increase price. So all the rarer cards that I've been getting lately will actually be even better money now. But certain card packs or cards might decrease in price. I think that is definitely worth it. But it costs money per day. So some of these lesser cards might dip in price. A couple of our hundreds... Yeah, it don't start until the next day. But with how fast my cards sell, what I will do is I'll put up a bunch of duplicates to start the day. That way I can get the full price increase of every next card I put down. Does that make sense? Like, I'll fill it with cards that I know will sell super quickly, and then start moving the non-duplicate inventory. That way I can just throw up any cards for sale right now and not have to worry about it. We might lose out on a couple of the $100 cards that we have, but all the rarest cards are going to sell for a lot more. So, I fully believe it's worth it. Like, these are going to actually increase in price. That's actually how you get the graded 10, 11,000 Ghost Rare to over $100,000. Is you do that, you get the graded 10, and then you up it by 10%. At least that's the only way I figured how to do it. Might be able to do it a different way, but it's just easier. And that was a tip for anyone trying to get that achievement. Another tip if you don't know 133. Another tip if you're unaware of how to get a good graded card is you can reset the day that you get the graded card, and you can just pull it over and over and over, and each time it will change. 1,313. I did that on stream. I pulled the 10 graded Ghost Rare 13K card on stream by resetting it over and over and over until I got it. Took a little longer than I had thought it would, but still. Or 172, I mean, not 1,000. By the way, a friend of mine is doing a challenge to get to $1 million within the first 100 days of gameplay. In the comments, do you actually think that's possible? I think it is. I just think you need extremely solid luck on every single card you pull. You need to be pulling them God packs quite often, and they need to be quite decent. Yeah, no. I made a lot of mistakes on this playthrough, but I personally don't want to do that challenge myself. Too much of a hassle. $175. $356. Wow. 300 more to be even? That's pretty good. I think we did pretty good with these boxes so far. Hey, 325. We're even. $49. We're rich. 144. First sitting a little bit. Yeah, cards are quiet. But hey, we're making profit. So we have a buffer going in no matter what to the next set of cards. Plus we still have 4 boxes. So we're not doing bad, but yeah. It would be nice if the cards kind of picked it up a little bit. Alright. Oh, it didn't ban them. Hold on. Hold on, let me fix that. I need to ban that individual. There we go. Sorry about that. I time out to erase the message and then I ban. Sometimes on my screen it doesn't get rid of the message, so if I just ban them. 356. That neck pop felt really good. $286. How are we looking? Almost 1,000. Still got 2 boxes left. Nice little buffer going into the next set. $265. $109. After this handful of cards, we take our first break of the stream. Once again, I apologize for the kind of very quiet stream today. It's just one of those types of days. Alright. So we have 2 boxes left. Saving the game. What is our total profit so far? $1,209. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Alright, I am going to be taking a brief intermission, or a brief break. I will be back in a well, it's a nice start, I said. I'll be right back, and I'll see you soon. Alright everyone, I'm back. $180. $158. Right as you post, bleh, right as you, I said, posted that number, I got a card. I made a mix of posted and put, and said pust or poost. 1,220. There we go. That's a nice big bonus. Especially for our last box. Yeah. I agree. $187. Alright. That's it for that set. Next set of 10 coming up. That's how much more we have to go? Oh wait, no, never mind. That's how much profit we have, and now we're back in the minus. I'm not so sure we needed to save for that. We got maybe 2 good cards, so if power went out or whatever, it really wouldn't have changed much. Yep, just to make you happy, I saved. Alright. How much more do we have to go until we break even? $3,446 to break even. Got it. Let's see if the second boxes are better than the first. So I know our starting point. Little god pack there. Or a demigod pack, I should say. $105. $271. $113. 230. 376. Ooh, God Pack perhaps? 273. 411. 325. 249. Or 294. Wow. 286. 326. For a God Pack of 2,200. That's not bad. We're currently at 5,964. Because I don't want to overrun you with the cards. I'm trying to slow it down when I get to the god packs so I don't go too fast, because that was an issue I was having. I know, but I also like to go slow, okay? I'm trying to find the happy medium. Besides, we got plenty of time. Yeah. First God pack on stream in a while. Yeah, I was savoring it. Let's go with that. And also, I misread a number once, so I'm glad I went slow. 217. $250. That's what I like to see. $271. Just sit down. There you go. Box kept trying to jump away from me there. So we've already broken even. $106. Hello. Was that Sassy trying to say hello? Oh, I kept pausing. $99. See what happens when I don't pause? I almost missed a card there. Also, you had literally just written a number, so I was giving you, I am locked in. That's the thing. Because as soon as you typed a number, I actually had gotten another card at the exact same moment. So I was giving you a moment to write it down, to add it, and then to post the number again. Instead you posted hello, so I thought Sassy was trying to say hello. And if I go too fast, I miss cards. Plus, yeah, I'm feeling a little slow today. But we've been burning through the boxes rather quickly, so I feel like taking my time a little bit today, here and there. If I weren't locked in, I would be missing numbers left and right. $172. $241. $99. Also, part of the reason I'm stopping is I'm checking my OBS because it was saying that the encoder was overloaded or something like that, which usually means that there's stutter going on. So I was making sure all that's okay too. Don't know why it does that. And of course I'm checking my activity feed to make sure there's no follows or anything like that, or any raids. And of course I want to keep chat entertained. So I'm looking at chat, making sure no one's posting any messages. This may be a very low-key, quiet stream, but still want to engage with chat as much as possible. $157. Cards are very quiet. Demigod pack, sort of. I say sort of because there was a couple of cards that didn't register. Weren't, special. Yeah, exactly. $102. Okay, I think that's it for this box. Yes. Okay. We have 5 boxes left. What's our profit looking like so far? First box was actually better. so far. The first set. Like I said, I didn't get anything too crazy off stream. Just not having good luck, period. Yeah, I hope too. Yeah, more than likely. I've been working on it. Might be one of them days. Yep. It might be one of them days. After this, I'm gonna open shop for a day and probably since, well, yeah, I know that. What I'm saying is I'm gonna open shop after this, and then probably still have some time left. So, I'm gonna need to think about what I want to do. Should I give a couple of tries to the boss on Mio that I got stuck on? Or should I do something else? Kind of a situation where it's like, I know I'm gonna have time left. 180. God pack. 122. 120. 105. 127. 157. 150. A nice $964 God Pack. Yeah, it helped, for sure. In order for this set to be better than the first set, I need to get to $6,000 of profit. And let me explain why. Because we had a $3,000 buffer going in. So it would be 3,000 plus 3,000 for the actual profit I made on the first set. Which makes sense to me. $177. Excuse me. Got a lot to do after stream today. Gotta feed the old kitty. Gotta sweep him up the floors. 127. And I also got to do the dishes. After this handful of cards, I will likely be taking a break. Yep, okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. Last break of the stream. We only have 4 boxes. 4.5? Yeah, 4.5 boxes left. So, when we get back, we'll finish up those boxes, open the shop, and cash in on our profits. Alright. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Let us finish this up. $410. Of course I will. 410. I told you what I was doing with that already. On my side profile, it's gotten to a point where I'm actively going through my storage and getting rid of boxes that aren't almost completely full. Like, I literally spent $11,000 restocking on my side profile. And the craziest thing is, I still made over 100,000 that day of profit. $104. $326. Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought I missed a card there. I literally blinked as I clicked and I saw the flash icon, like when there's a big card, and thought I missed it. I'm like, oh crap. But no, I didn't miss anything. Because there's only $47 total value of the pack when I open my eyes. Let that number climb. Alright, let's see. So, what is our current profit at? I'm betting around 3K. Low to mid 3K range. I was right. In between low and mid. We made back our original profit, which is nice, but we're still making way less than our first set. The first set wasn't all that great. I would say, all in all, our cards today have been pretty meh in terms. Overall value. Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't say it was bad. Good is first set or second set being better, and second set being better than the first, and the first set getting us profit. 157. So like if we do 6,400 and make $400 of profit, the next time we make like $8,000, that's a good set. That is when we don't make profit off of both boxes combined. Meh is when we make profit, but the first set is clearly superior to the second set. And we don't make as much on the second set as the first set. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. In fact, if I had to be a little bit more technical, I would say that one of the sets has to pay for an entire box to be good. So 6,400, we get 6,400 profit. That kind of a thing. Then I would call it good. But that's just my personal preference. Early game, I could see why people would be like, oh, having $200 or $300 of profit is huge. But we are late game. We're end game, basically, for this. All that's pretty much left to do is get to level 100. Finish setting up the shop. Get it to its final form. But we've had all the big milestones. Because between you and me, on this playthrough, I would never send a 13k card to get graded. Because that's just 13k that I could have already gotten. There's no guarantee I would get it back, and I don't really reset days, so... Even once we reach level 100, it won't matter. We're still playing this. Because the game ain't out yet. It's still in open, or early access. It's kind of like a beta. But not really. It's a much more polished beta, I would think. But I gotta say, if the people decided to just say the game is released, screw it, I would be happy with the end product. End product. Though it would suck not getting to play the TCG card game. Well, that's gonna be huge. Yeah, pretty much. 347. $158. $294. Well, the cards are certainly trying at the end. Well, I'll give it that. $120. Last two handfuls of cards. These gotta be really good if we're gonna make it. Call me a doubter, I don't think we will. Though I will say, we did get more profit than we started out with. Even though we got less overall for this box. Which is still nice. Last handful of cards. Nada. Alrighty. Real quick, let's see, what has the most duplicates here? 8. There we go. Bit of variety here. Nope, not that one. I'll do that one as well. You right there. Yeah, I know. All of that comes after once we start the day. These are just placeholders, remember? I expect these to sell out really quick, and then we work our way up through the better cards. Alright. Now we take it back to price. Let's do ghost rares. Let's see. Oh, we got a 7K ghost rare. It must have been from the other day. The last time I streamed it. That's going up first. 400s. Alright, cool. Pay bills. Save real quick, because profit is profit is profit. And ODG is open for business. Only 6 customers dissatisfied. We still managed to make $43,000 of profit. Not a bad first. Not bad. Day starts. We immediately do that. We check the TCG. 4 days. Okay. We check these real quick. Ooh. I wonder if I move this closer to the door, would it spray before people even came in? Would be a good question. I can go ahead and refill that. I'm right here. Okay. 7K Ghost Rare up for sale. 400. I think I have better cards than that. Now I go to Destiny. Yeah, 6,000. Let's go. Double checking for any card deals. Another 6,000. 5,000. There was one slot. There we go. Any value? No, not at all. Okay. 100. It's only a. It's less than like $10 more. I goofed. I did not mean to do that. That's fine. Okay. 2,000. Still in the thousands. Not interested. Turn my back for a second and 5 cards are gone. I like having this type of problem. card deals. If I start getting overrun too bad, I will be switching back to duplicates just to catch up. That is how I treat duplicates on this particular playthrough. Is there a tool? Ooh. Nope. Nope. No. No good deals so far. No. No. Okay, we're still fine. We're not being overrun just yet. $150. 150. 151 is the highest I'll go. No. Not interested. Only did that because it was a good price. Okay. There we go. Here's the 220. Time to switch back to duplicates. Because I am getting crushed. There we go. Hey, could you, like, stop buying cards for 10 seconds, please? I appreciate your patronage, but I need to do some stuff. Ooh, that's a really good card. 450. No. Now that I'm caught up, I can switch off of dupes. Oh, no, not type. Price. Was it Tetramon, actually? No, it wasn't. Huh. Okay. $700 flat. Take it or leave it. Nice. Jesus Christ, people. Good. Okay. So much going on. Having to switch tabs is also another big benefit of doing a double or nothing playthrough. You know exactly how much you need to put up. It's like, oh, I always have at least two of this card, one of this card. Yeah, I know, right? And then like 6 deals pop up at one time, so I have to run over there to grab those deals. when I turn around, all my cards are gone again. Not interested, it's only 100. Can't do it even if I wanted to, and I would. Not gonna do it. Okay, I can switch to Ghost Rares now. Okay. These are over 100, or over 300. I don't have time to check for stinkies. I have to keep up with the card flow or I'm gonna get crushed. That's the biggest issue with having cards out like that. When there's a lull in customers, then I can check for stinks. No stinks. I'm gonna pass on that. Definitely gonna pass on that. Even though I had like 30 of the other card that he was willing to trade for it. I don't intend on having Ghost Rares as my dupes. Or as my, what's it called? The graded card 1 through 10. Otherwise, I would do that. Ooh. I'll do 950. Nope. Okay. Okay, now that I've caught up, we should be fine for a minute. Alright. Switch back to Ghost. Also going to check to make sure we are not completely out of anything. The board games. You are not doing your job fast enough, good sir. To you. To you. Grab this box. Here. 1, 2. Will they go out, pick up the box, and bring it in? That is my question. A little bit of micromanaging there. So we still have some stock. Nice. Alright. I can relax. rather get rid of all of my ghost rares. Even though they're dipping below the normal price, which is fine. Can't do it. Don't want to do it. Starting to get overwhelmed. Alright. Ghost rares are gone. I am not on dupes. I just happened to hit a good set of dupes. There we go. Oh no. Alright. Anything like completely gone? I'm not seeing anything that's completely wiped out. Just mostly. The board game being the exception because I literally had to stock it. Alright. All go. Nope, most cards are stocked. Oh, guys, do your job. You're supposed to stock the cards so I don't have to. Because I'm a lazy owner. I don't have to stock every little thing. These are all fine. These are fine-ish. The end of the world. These are all stocked. Green dice. Or, not dice. Green box. Go. Board games, one sold, okay. Okay, so the dinosaur looking dude. Okay, these are the comic books. I think it was just this guy. Was it? I think it was. Yep. I'm just restocking, and then ending the video, not the stream, but the video here. And then deciding what I want to do after. All these... Okay, all the small things. Okay, anywho. Alright. Pig. I think it was these. Yep. I will basically finish the restocking, buying, setting up shop, all that stuff off stream over probably the next week. Multiple times, probably. I'll jump on and price things to make sure it's fine. Okay, giant golem. Okay, yeah, no, wrong one. It's these. But for now, to all my lurkers, cheddars, no, sorry. To my YouTube audience, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Ring that notification bell to be notified when I post my next YouTube video. If you want to catch me live, come on over to twitch.tv/onedamngamer, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST. And that is where I will be. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.